Hello, class 12th student. Today, again, I am going to start chapter 3rd. Topic is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. This is part 4. Under the topic liberalization, we are going to cover following topic. First, meaning of liberalization, industrial sector reform, then financial sector reform, tax reform, foreign exchange reform, trade and investment policy reform. So in these topic we had covered meaning of liberalization, industrial sector reform, financial sector reform. In today video we are going to cover these three topics. First of all, quick revision. In previous video we had learned about meaning of liberalization. So what do you mean by liberalization? It is related to removal of restriction on private sector. Okay. So liberalization actually it is related to giving freedom to private sector, okay, and so that there will be free growth, of private sector, and because of that there will be industrialization, okay. And private sector means Indian as well as foreigner, they can come easily, they can open up their they can set up their industrial unit. So liberalization is related to removal of all type of restriction, quota, license, permit, taxes, okay. So liberalization. So for getting this situation ki all foreigners and Indians are ready to invest their money, they are ready to set up industry here. So for that government introduced many reforms. So these are first industrial sector reform that we had learned. So within that we had learned reduction in industrial licensing. So before that, in schedule C, okay, when we are adopting permit license quota yani LPQ, when we are following the policy of LPQ, sorry, here I had written so when we are adopting the policy of LPQ, so private sector if they want to open any industrial unit, they require license system under the Act 1951. But after adopting LPG, there is no requirement of getting license, okay. just there are five sectors for that there is requirement of license, that is alcohol, cigarette, specific chemicals, industrial explosive, electronic, aerospace, defense equipment. For that there is requirement of license system. Next we had learned about decreasing role of public sector, okay. So when we are adopting the policy of license permit quota, 17 industry were allotted for government sector only, okay. But after the adopting the policy of LPG, only two are allotted for government sector, and these two are railway and atomic energy, okay. Next is D, sorry, it is D reservation. D reservation under small scale industry. So when we are adopting the policy of license permit quota, some industry are reserved for small scale industry. But when we adopted the policy of LPG, no industry is reserved for small scale industry, okay. Next, MRTP Act. It is related to abolition of licensing system. Now if you want to expand or diversify your industrial unit, you don't require any license. So this act is related to it. After that we had learned financial sector reform. So within that we had learned changing role of RBI. So when we are adopting the policy of license permit quota, RBI is what? RBI is controller. RBI is controller, okay. But after adopting the policy of LPG, it become facilitator. it become facilitator. RBI become facilitator, okay, from controller. Means when RBI is controller, it's mean when any bank want to take any decision, they have to concern and they have to take approval of RBI. But after adopting the LPG, banks can take their own decisions without concerning RBI, so they get freedom, okay. After origin of private banks, so when there we are following the policy of LPQ, there is no private banks, there is no private bank, okay. But after adopting the policy of LPG, there is emergence of private bank, okay student. Increase in limit of foreign investment and ease in expenditure. So we had these two topics are remaining, so we are going to study here, okay. So increase in limitation of foreign investment. Okay, now foreigners are allowed to do investment in banking till 50, around 51%. Around how many? Around 51%. Okay, ease in expansion process. Ease in expansion process is related to that कि if any bank want to open new branches, they don't require to approval from RBI. Okay, why? Because now RBI is only in the role of facilitator. Okay, now our main topic has started, tax reform. So tax reform is concerned with the reform that is related to taxation policy and public expenditure policy of government, okay. First of all, we are going to learn about taxes, type of tax. So there are two type of tax, direct and indirect tax. Direct tax are those tax whose liability to pay the tax and burden fall on the same person. Means who is going to pay, who is going to bear the burden of the tax is the same person, okay. Like income tax, wealth tax, corporate tax. Your family, your father, if he is working in government or in any government job, so they have to pay income tax, so they cannot shift it to another, okay. So this is why it is considered as a direct tax. Now indirect tax means what? GST. Whenever you purchase any goods and services, so when you pay the price na, tax is included in that. Actually that tax is paid by producer or seller, but what they do, they include that tax money in the price of the product, and in this way they charge from customers. So paid by producers and seller, but burden is bear by customers. So that is why it is indirect tax. Now the tax reform, so first is reduction in taxes. So government reduces the taxes, rate of tax, so that they can sort out the problem of tax evasion, okay. Means tax chori, okay, kar chori ya tax chori ya tax escape, okay. When tax rate is high na, so many people hide their income, so that they have to pay less tax. So to sort out this problem, that is considered as a tax evasion या tax escape. So for that, government reduces the tax rate. Next is reforms in indirect tax. Okay, so for that, government establish a common national market. What government did for indirect tax? It established common national market for goods and services. Next, simplification of process. If you want to pay direct tax or indirect tax before LPG, there is very complication process. But now after adopting LPG, after adopting LPG, government had simplified this process. Okay. Now foreign exchange reform. So it is related to devaluation of rupees. Okay, now what is devaluation of rupees? So first of all, we require to understand the meaning of foreign exchange. Foreign exchange means what? Foreign exchange means foreign currency. Exchange means what? Foreign currency. Okay beta, so if you accept rupee na, all other currency of the world is foreign exchange or foreign currency for Indian. Okay, रुपए को छोड़ के हमारे लिए सारी करेंसी क्या है दुनिया की? Foreign currency या foreign exchange. So this is the meaning of foreign exchange. Okay, so what reform had done in this field? First of all, devaluation of the rupees. So what is devaluation of rupees? Devaluation means reduction in the value of domestic currency by the government. Okay, this is the last time when devaluation is done by the government. Okay, so what is devaluation? Suppose if you want to purchase $1, so how much you are paying? You are paying 60 rupees. After devaluation, what is going to be? If you want to purchase $1, you have to pay 80 rupees. So this is what your purchasing power has decreased. Now I'm going to explain it with one example. Suppose there is a X commodity produced in America. Okay, so for purchasing one X, you have to pay $1. Okay, this is the price of 1x. Now you want to purchase 2x. So in this condition, how much you money require? 120 120 rupees you require. Okay, after devaluation, how much money you require? 160 rupees you require to purchase 2x. So in this way, import become expensive, and for foreigner to purchase Indian goods, it's become less expensive. Okay, so for that, government has done devaluation. So we are going to learn it in detail in our macroeconomics books, but here just learn it as a fact कि in 1991 we adopted new economic policy. Devaluation is done by government. Okay, next is market determination of foreign exchange rate. So when we are adopting the policy of license permit quota, foreign exchange rate is decided by government. Okay, but now when we adopted the policy of license liberalization, privatization and globalization, then foreign exchange rate is decided by market force. So this is one more change. Before 1919, who decide market exchange rate? Government. And after 1991, who decide market exchange rate? Market force. Market force means what? Demand of foreign exchange and supply of foreign exchange. So these market force is going to decide foreign exchange rate in new condition. Okay, next is trade and investment policy reform. So trade and investment policy reform is related to removal of all type of quota and tariff. Okay, all type of quota and tariff. Tariff means what? Tax. And quota means what? Quota means, in quota, under the policy of quota, government is going to decide how many units any foreigner can sell in India, and how many Indian trader can sell outside the India. Okay, so this is known as a quota, in which number of item that will be traded is going to be fixed by the government. Okay, so after adopting the new economic policy, all quota, all taxes are removed by the government. Why government has done it? First, to increase international competition in India. Next, to promote foreign investment and technology in India. Obviously, when there will be no trade tax, no import tax, no export tax, there will be no quota, so foreigner easily they will come here, they will invest their money. Okay, to promote efficiency of local industry. And when there will be foreign trader, obviously our producer is going to be feel the pressure. They have to manage the quality of the product according to the international standard. So for that, government has done first removal of all type of quantitative restriction. Now foreigner can sell any number of item, and Indian trader also can sell their product outside the India at any number of item. Okay, next is removal of export duty. So now our Indian traders have not to pay any export tax when they are going to sell their product outside, okay, to foreign market. Okay, next and last, these two topic, reduction in import duty. So when government has reduces all type of import duty. Okay, why? so that there will be improvement in position of domestic good. Last one is relaxation in import licensing system. So before 1991, if foreigner want to sell their product, they have to take permission, written permission, that is known as a license. Okay, but now adopting new economic policy, they don't require to take any written permission, just for few cases like hazardous and sorry like uh, environmental sensitive industries, they have to take permission. Okay, so thank you student, today this much only. Okay.